welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. Well, I'm really, really excited, and I really have a full house. I'm not going to introduce each name, but I'm going to introduce them as the Jets.
Yeah,
these are the Jets. They're absolutely an amazing group. I saw you the other night. I wasn't there for the whole show, but I was there, and absolutely amazing. And this young lady, I mean, you're good too. I mean, don't misunderstand. No. But this lady, what is your name?
Vanessa.
Vanessa has a voice on her that will not quit. But you also come out with different characters, and you kind of go right into them.
Yes.
I mean, it's like, oh, okay. But at the end of the day, you're the choreographer.
I'm the choreographer, yes, and the original drummer.
Now, wait a minute, original drummer. Now, let's get back into the Jets. How long have you all been out as a group? Because I know you're an original, you're all original, and you've come in.
Yes.
You've come in, because they couldn't do it without you, that's why.
Exactly.
I mean, and I can see why. So how long have the Jets been around? Because I've heard your name for quite a long time.
We've been around since 1985.
85.
And that's when we had our record come out, and it's been that long. And
what record was that? So with the audience knows.
So we had our first hit song was "You Got It All," and "Crush on You."
You Got It All.
Yes,
Love
"Crush
it.
on You." That came out on our debut album back in 1985, and then we released another hit record, Magic album, that had "Make It Real" and "Crush on" and "Rock It to You." And so, but we were on the top of the charts for about a whole 5-6 years.
See, absolutely amazing. And now you come back. You never really left.
Yeah, we really didn't leave.
You didn't leave, but you kind of relaxed a little bit.
Relaxed, and we were teenagers at the time, and we got married and did the family thing. But we were always performing, and we decided to come back to Vegas and do an 80s, 90s, bring people back to our era.
Well, let me tell you something. I don't know how many years was it since you came back. So when you went off, how many years was it when you went off and you came back?
Yeah, how many years do you think that was?
10 years?
It took about a 10-15 year
10-15
break.
year break.
It was a long while.
Well, you've come back with probably more energy than you left with. Because I think when you were teenagers, you just naturally did things.
Right.
Yes.
And then when you get a little older, you really put all your guts into it. Well, let me tell you, I saw that show the other night. They're just teenagers still.
Yeah.
Now, you with the guitar at the end there, you've been with the group, the Jets, ever since it started.
Right.
He's the oldest one in the family.
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest. You're all related, are you?
Yes.
He's my brother and Rudy are brothers.
And our cousin.
This is a cousin.
Yes.
And the three of you are brothers?
Yes.
The oldest.
Well, how come you all look so different?
That's a good point.
Welcome to the world of mixing Polynesian with German, with Fijian, and everything. We're just a mishmash.
You're a mishmash, an incredible mishmash that was made. And you were jetting through the whole thing.
Right.
That's right.
Jetting through the whole thing. So you all started as teenagers.
Yes.
You were what, 16, 17?
Actually, no, 8, 9, and 12.
At 12 years old is when we started. Right around Elvis Presley. When he died, my parents were big fans, and they saw the Osmonds and Jacksons. They said, hey, we need
the
to
Jacksons,
do the same thing.
Michael Jackson, same sort of thing, growing up and everything else. And you realize you all had the same talent.
Yeah. Well, actually, my brother Leroy had all the talent. He taught me the drums.
Taught me how to play bass. And taught my sister how to play keyboards. And
the first song was "You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog."
You're nothing but a hound.
That's right.
Maybe I can join the Jets.
We love Elvis.
Type of disaster.
Yes.
And then we never made another record. So you all started very young.
Yes.
Now, how come do you come from a musical family or what?
Well, my mom was a hula dancer, so being Polynesian, we did do a lot of luau's, and so before that, we did a lot of
the
pearly
rhythm.
shells,
The rhythm. That's
tiny
the rhythm
bubbles,
that comes in.
we did all the
Rhythm, right.
And our mom was our original lead singer.
And
So
she kept you in order.
She was a Florida
Yeah.
dancer.
So she's a mom. She's she's got her little roost
Yeah.
going there. She had to make sure she was keeping them all in line because, three young guys out there, with all the hula hoos and the little girls, and then you've got the hula hoos daughters and all that stuff.
Yes.
You're very careful. Now, you've come into the group recently and you are a cousin. Okay, so cousin to which part?
So their dad is my grandmother's brother.
Okay, you got that? Because I haven't. No, I get it. I understand. Yeah. So what made? So you were obviously born into singing and hula hooling. Did you hula hula?
I did a little bit.
A little bit. When it shows on stage, you did a lot more than a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
She gets around that pretty well.
My grandma told me that I should stick to singing. I
She did.
wasn't a great
So
dancer.
did you need lessons in singing? Because you've got a voice that sounds like you didn't have any lessons. You're so great. You're just so natural.
I really haven't had many.
No, because she has a natural
Natural
way.
talent.
I actually heard her singing at a family function and realized, wow, she really can sing.
Bring her in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
we recruited her.
Yeah,
We're like,
recruited
you
her.
know,
She needs to be.
Since
a
my other
person.
sisters couldn't be there, we were like, well, let's get the next
What
best
do you
thing.
mean your
and-
other sisters? Hang in a second. We've got more children.
Yes.
So there's three
Right.
brothers.
Yes.
The
And
Jets make up 8 brothers and sisters.
so your mother had
17
17
total.
kids.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you can see I don't do any of my homework.
Okay.
You have to understand what I do. I never pre-interview anybody because I don't want to, because I want it to all come out
Yes.
naturally. And I just in the biggest shop, 17 kids.
17
Yeah.
kids.
So did you start a football team or a baseball team or something like that?
We could
No,
have.
you just had the Jets.
Right.
Yeah.
So was there always just the 4 of you or 4 of you?
There was 8 original
8 original
Jets.
8 original Jets coming out on
Yes.
stage singing
Right.
and dancing. That must have been amazing. That must you're getting ready to play something, which means he's getting ready because he wants to sing.
Right.
Sing.
Yeah.
Do you all want to sing? Can we all?
We
Yes.
do.
Can we all go there?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Do
Okay.
it. Make it real.
Make it real, their biggest hit.
Take a breath. Go ahead.
Hear me crying out to you. Say never, never would I leave. Here's a tear from me to you. And maybe it will make you hear me. I loved you. You didn't feel the same. Though we're apart, you're in my heart. Give me one more chance to make it real.
Yeah. Vegas. Make it real.
You can tell one thing, we are definitely in Vegas because, when you ask someone to kind of sing on the spur of the moment, a lot of people don't like to do that because they really want the backing and they want to have the, but you don't worry about that.
No.
You've done
Get right into it.
You've done it for so many years.
Right.
Now, what made you're a choreographer, and so you get all these movements together. How do you do that? What, do you have something in mind, or how do you get there?
Well, basically, because we were dancers, politic dancers, my grandmother was a dancer. And it's just something that when we started our band, we wanted to be a group that actually could sing and dance.
Move.
Yes.
And move.
And Rudy used to imitate Michael Jackson
I was-
when we were
Yes.
when he was young.
When he was
So I
That
think
was a-
he channeled that inner Michael Jackson.
Inner Michael
Did you know
Jackson.
that?
Yeah, to get a lot of the
Yeah.
moves, like Bruno Mars. I think those people who came before us, like Michael Jackson,
Motown.
they really influenced
We looked up
us.
to them and we
Right.
wanted to be like
Fire.
It's amazing, in the music industry, how it'll never die, that's for sure.
right.
It'll never die. And how we move along from something we've heard here, and then we
Right.
take that on and we change it a little bit, then we take that on and change. And it's all changed a little bit, but it's still music and it's still beautiful.
Exactly.
I mean, harmonizing has been out for years.
Yes.
But the way you do it, because you do it very softly. Very, very softly. Now, your name, what is your name?
I'm Leroy.
You're Leroy
Heine.
Heine.
Right.
Well, that's a cool name.
Yeah.
Is that Heine?
It's
Yeah.
German.
Your
It's
rear end.
German. Heinrich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
True.
I mean,
It's
maybe I
Italian.
shouldn't say that, but hello.
No, that-
It's only me. And you're Vanessa.
Vanessa.
And I'm Rudy.
Yeah.
Or Rudolph.
Yeah, we're
My
Rudolph,
proper
the red
German
nose
name.
right
Exactly.
there. Well, you look a little more German.
I do? My whole name is very German. Rudolph Harold Wolfgramm. It doesn't look any
Well,
Polynesian.
let's stick to the Jets.
There you go.
I think
That's
we're going to
true.
get lost with all those names.
Yes.
Now, what happened to the other children? Now, you've got 17,
Yes.
so we've got how many left? 13? No, 14 left.
Right.
So where are they all?
They are married. Some are retired.
Yes.
Some actually still sing as
My
well.
sisters fit.
But
Do they sing individually, or they sing
Yes.
or
They
did they
also
make
sing with
another
the
group
Jets.
up with all the girls?
they actually they do individually and both. I mean,
Okay.
they sing together sometimes. And
Did they ever get jealous of you being such a hit?
No, I think we're a pretty supportive family.
They
Yes.
support
We
you.
Yeah,
support
even the
them.
younger ones, you know.
Yeah.
I think everyone in the family has
They
performed.
kind of support it. And then you come along, and
Right.
you're definitely a little younger than
Yes.
them.
Yes.
So how did you manage to get? How did Vanessa manage to get into the Jets?
Well, we're actually very close to them and her husband, and we have game night. And one night we said, "Look, we're going to Vegas, and I love your voice. Why don't you come along?" And she was great. I mean, I'm glad that she was brought along because I knew she had this wonderful talent in singing.
Yes. Now, do you have an agent here?
We actually are our own agent at this point.
You're your own agent.
Yes.
Okay.
So yes.
Why did you choose that? Because you want. I mean, is it easy for you to get into places, being the Jets?
Well, you know, we've been around a long time, and
Yes.
we've learned a lot in the business. And Rudy's actually started Red Wolf Agencies
I have
with
our
our
own
own.
agency.
You have your what's it called?
Red Wolf Agency.
Oh, Red Roof Agency.
Red Wolf.
Oh,
Red
Red
Wolf
Wolf Agency.
Agency.
Let me get that right.
Red
Red Wolf
Yes.
Agency. Where'd you get
Because I married a redhead, so Red
Oh, you're
Wolf. My last name is Wolf, so Red Wolf Agency.
Yeah, sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very original.
But like Heidi was saying, we met with a lot of people and we realized we kind of know the industry. So we decided to do it on our own.
You must well keep the percentage. You know, there's in this business you give a lot out, and
Yes, and
We
if you
manage
give too
ourselves
much, yeah.
too.
manage.
You mean what?
We also manage ourselves.
You manage yourself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
so-
well, you're quite a team. I mean, you've got enough working.
Yeah.
You can all help, and you can bring the women in, and you bring the men in, and or vice versa.
And her husband helps us with all the videography and photos.
Yeah,
and
she's a great-
anytime-
he's a great-
And are they in Vegas as well?
Yes.
They're all in, so you all live in Vegas now?
Yes.
Yeah.
All your families are in Vegas, so the Jets are jetting around in Las Vegas. Now, what have you got coming up? You just did a big thing over at, what was it, Plantages?
Yes.
Wow.
In Hollywood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Planet
you was
Hollywood.
there.
They were just at Planet Hollywood. What have you got coming up?
Well, our show is here.
It's residency.
Yeah, in our residency, and this is kind of what we're doing right now. We have some shows. We'll be touring next year,
Okay.
but this year we're kind of planting our roots here in Vegas to
Okay.
get things established. And we're going to start traveling next year.
Next year's stuff. But they say that you have to travel around to get the name out there, and of course, all other people want to see you. And Vegas is very spoiled because it has so much talent,
Yes.
which is what Vegas is all about. The music
Yeah.
and then the performing and the events and everything goes on here. And it's all coming back now, isn't it? Is it getting exciting?
Yes. Oh yeah.
You like that?
Yeah. You know, it's taking a year off. It was hard. I'm sure it's hard for us. It's hard for
I
people
think-
out there.
Especially people in the music business, because I don't know if you know out there, but I've learned this, or I've learned many things, that if you're a singer, you still have to sing every day to keep their vocal cords
Yes.
going.
Right.
So you have to practice. Is that right, Vanessa?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you practice a lot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you probably practice with different people you can impersonate if you're up there.
Kind of.
How did you pick up that talent? Was it just something you liked?
Oh, I just seeing them growing up and wanting to be part of the band secretly. Yeah.
Or you never let them know?
I never let them know, but I learned all their songs. So that I was ready to go when
You
they
were
asked.
anytime I probably come last week. So originally it was 3 of you or 4 of you?
The 3 of us.
3 of you.
Yes.
So originally it was 3, so now it's 4. But you also had another lady up there.
Yes, my other sister.
That's another sister.
Yeah.
See, keep
Number
it in,
13.
You know what they say, don't you? Keep it in the family.
Yeah, but
Well, you have no problem.
she's expecting any day now. She's on her 38th week, I believe.
Yeah.
Or,
Well, she was pregnant. She was singing.
Yes.
Well, let me tell you something. That's a very tiny little baby in there.
Yeah,
She
it
did
must
not-
be.
She did not look pregnant at all.
Oh, wow.
No, she did not. But
Yeah.
she had the energy.
Yes, she's seasoned.
She's very seasoned. She's bringing in some more seasoning too.
Starting them young, right in the
Right in-
womb.
there you go. How can anybody reach you now?
Well, they can reach us at the Planet Hollywood. We're there.
Vegas.com.
How long are you there for?
We're going to be here all the way until December,
All the way till
and
December.
maybe longer than
And how
that.
many days do you perform there?
Tuesdays through Saturday,
So
6:30.
6:30, Tuesday through Saturday. And it's absolutely, it's a beautiful room. It's
Thank
really
you.
lovely. And it's just perfect.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
just perfect. So they can see you there Tuesday through Thursday. And then where can they reach you? You have a phone number? Or is there a
Yes,
place,
you
your
can just reach
agency?
me
Red
at
Wolf,
Red Wolf Agency, and just look for that online.
Yeah. Do you have a website as well?
Yes.
So they've got a website, and obviously in the website, I would imagine this, that they've got all the songs what became hits.
Yes.
You've got
Yes,
that
we
all
do.
in there so you can recognize who they are. But you know something, you can't keep them down. They're back again, and they're really,
That's
really
right,
out there.
yes.
The energy is absolutely amazing. And of course, you know where we are. We're at the Art House Theatre in Vegas, and of course, this is amazing. And it's a beautiful place up here. It's a fabulous restaurant up here, and I believe they're giving 20% off. They believe that 20% off if you come up here and have dinner. And it's a beautiful area, and then you can go to the theatre and do whatever you want. And then, of course, we have Pureza. She's my new producer. She's absolutely amazing. She works and works and works for me. I'm telling you,
Yes.
she never stops. Absolutely
Yes.
amazing. And of course,
Excellent.
social media shows is her company as well. So everything's going amazing. I just want to thank everybody out there. And of course my viewers and my audience and all my people out there, thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. We'll be back next week. Take care. Thank you. Thank you.